Welcome to another Ninja Camp tutorial movie. This is McQoqenspiel. I get a lot of questions about what UI I use, so I'm basically just going to go through my UI this time, and hopefully some of these add-ons you guys haven't seen, or maybe it's a different configuration from what you have. If you're not interested in add-ons and all that stuff, this probably isn't the movie for you. I'm just going to sort of go around the screen and then show you some of the hidden stuff I have that's not obvious. For my unit frames, I use grid. This will make like a 5x5 grid of boxes in a full raid, or just 5 down and 2 across for a 10-man raid. There's a couple add-ons I get for grid. One is to show this mana bar. One is to make it like show the normal unit menu when you right-click on these things. Below the movie on the webpage on ninjacamp.com, I'll have a huge list of all the add-ons I use. I kind of like to keep things minimalistic, but for some reason that takes like a bajillion add-ons. So for the stuff across the top, I use an add-on called Fortress, which is a data broker add-on. It's kind of the same concept as like foobar or one of those type of bar add-ons, where you just get Fortress and then you get a whole bunch of little add-ons that plug into it. So I'll just go across those one at a time here. The first one's Garbage Foo. And actually Fortress and Data Broker take foobar add-ons, so it's kind of nice. This one just basically lets me sell gray stuff at a vendor with one click. It like puts a little button on the vendor window, and I can just trash it all right away. This one I think is called Broker Money. It basically just shows all the currency you have across all your characters. You can hide, it has like honor and arena points and emblems and all that kind of good stuff if you want to show it, or you can just have it show gold. This is all my character's bag space. I just pretty much use it there so I can see at a glance like how much bag space I have on my current character. I don't really care about the other ones at any given time. This one's called ORA2. We use this in a raid. It's got a bunch of functionality, but really the only thing we use it for is setting the main tank targets. So if I was in a raid, I'm the main tank for my guild, so it would have like a little bar down here that has me in it and then who I'm targeting. And everybody with the add-on in the raid would also see that, so it's just an easy way to switch to different tanks' targets in the raid. This is Item Rack. I use this for my sets. Being a druid, you have like 5 bajillion sets, so I have bear, cat, a high item level set for Olduar, PvP, tree heal, tree PvP. I do a lot of arena. So it's basically just a quick way to switch. And I find that it's better than the built-in one. I know they have like a built-in system for this now, but it still doesn't do it for me for whatever reason. And there's a couple features that it didn't have when I looked at it, so I just kind of kept with Item Rack, which I like a lot. This one's called Hit Assist. It's basically just you can roll over mobs and it'll tell you how much hit you need to hit them and what your chance of missing is and stuff like that. I have an alt mage that I just hit 80 on, and I kind of use it for him just to see how much more hit I need to get and that kind of stuff. It takes like all the raid buffs and everything into account, so it's just a cool little lightweight add-on. This is the Ice HUD options, and these bars on the side of my character are Ice HUD. I use it in place of any kind of player frame. I mean, I guess I have the grid one up here, but it's really nice for in combat because you end up not having to look up in the corner of your screen during combat to see where your life is, and for tanking especially, it's pretty important to see if I'm about to die. I need to know right away. So same for arena. I just prefer it. It's kind of a cool add-on. I like to keep the bars simple. You can do all sorts of crazy stuff with the bars, but I just keep it simple. This is just decursive config options. This is a SCADA config. And SCADA is the damage meter that I use down here. I like how it looks. It's really lightweight. I like it better than Recount. I used Recount for most of my WoW career and switched over to SCADA a couple months ago. It's easy to navigate. I don't know. I mean, I think it's just a personal preference thing, but it's just a meter. A lot of people have those. This is Loggerhead config. Loggerhead's an add-on I use that basically you can tell it when you want to store and start recording combat logs, and we use worldoflogs.com to log all of our raid data, so that's why I have that. This is broker location. It's just a nice way to show where you are any given time, because obviously I do a lot to my mini map down here, and one of the things is to strip the location bar off of it because I like that in the top of my screen. Atlas loot. A lot of people have this. It's a really nice way to see pretty much everything in the game. You know, if you want to know like what epic recipes a certain faction has or what the emblem of Triumph rewards are, it's cool to look through, you know, when you're waiting on a raid to start or you're in flight or something. So this is auto bar config. Auto bar is one of my favorite add-ons and has been since the start of WoW when I started playing. It's this bar down here, and basically what it does, and it's class specific, so I actually have the Druid one hidden because I don't use it, but they do have class specific bars. But this one just like groups all of your travel, so it's got like my teleport. These are engineering things. It's got my tabard that teleports me and my Hearthstone all in one little menu. Same thing for bandages, potions. You know, if I had like 5 different kinds of healing potions, they would all stack here. Same with food and stuff. Here I have 2 different kinds of food, so they stack in there. Same for elixirs and flasks. Here's all my trade skills with one click, which is really nice. These are all my like engineering gadgets and all those different kinds of things. And here's all my mounts. You can also do pets. You know, I wish you could filter the mounts because I have like too many at this point, and it's kind of like annoying sometimes, but it's a really good add-on. Where were we? Okay, so this is my faction menu. It just tracks the faction. The nice thing about this one, it's called Broker Factions, by the way. The nice thing about this one is that it changes based on like what the latest thing you're gaining is. So if I go somewhere and start getting Timber Maw, it'll switch over to Timber Maw and start tracking it for me, so I don't have to constantly check my tab. It's pretty nice in that way. This is Altaholics config. It's a really nice add-on that just tracks everything for all your characters. So, you know, I have an alt with jewel crafting. Yesterday I needed to find out if I had a recipe. Instead of after logging off and back on, I could just like look through here and see what recipes he had, which was cool. It's like it just stores like everything about your characters basically. This is my bartender config. I use bartender for all the bars down here. This is kind of like my oh shit bar. I put buttons on here. I'm probably like a really good player would just keybind all that stuff, but I find that like my mouse is hovering around here most of the time, so you know, if I'm tanking, something's about to kill me, you know, I'll pop Bark Skin and Survival Instincts with 2 quick clicks here. Other than that, it's got, and this is my form bar. I just make like a tiny bar right here that has all my like secondary stuff. This is my main bar. This will change when I switch forms. Bartender does like the same thing as the WoW bars. Bartender is just a really flexible, nice bar add-on that I like. It's simple to use. I just put the calendar in there just because I needed a button for the calendar, so Broker has one. This is the mail. Tells me if I have mail, just a normal clock. This is Elcano's buff bars. I like it a lot because it has like timers for each one. It's easy to read. You can see all the text in the bars. It also shows debuffs in red, and it'll show like weapon enchants, like you know, Wizard's Oil and stuff like that too if you have it in purple. But I just like it better than the icons. It's more minimalistic. You know, it's more organized, and I can read the whole thing instead of, you know, hoping I guess what the icon is without rolling over it.